Since I've been a star, they don't love me. The ceiling got stars when the star got no ceiling. Stick it out, poke it out, stick it out, poke it out. Yeah, she got a little.
Yo, what is up? Great Tuesday night to you. Welcome to NYC to DC Sports Live. I'm Antoine. You're listening to Stream 35 Radio on MixLR. You might be watching on YouTube. If you haven't already downloaded MixLR, make sure you do that. Follow the station. You'll get notified when we go live. And also subscribe to Stream 35 Radio on YouTube. Same thing. Keep up also with the station on Twitter at Stream 35 Radio. I am broadcasting live from Studio 35 in New York City. It's just after 10 p.m. Eastern here, and it's another cool spring night in New York City. Thanks for tuning in wherever you might be. And live listeners, you know the drill. There's multiple ways to hit us up. You can do that on the chat on MixLR. We'll be checking that. And, of course, you have to be subscribed to the station to do that. Also, there's a chat on YouTube. I'll be keeping an eye on that. And then, of course, there's a phone number, 917-477-7737. If you want to call in, that's 917-477-7737. And, either chat or call us. Either way, we like to interact with you guys. Before we get into it, I got to introduce my co-host. He's currently in his home studio in D.C. He hails from the DMV, internationally known, locally accepted. My man Dion, what is up?
It's me. How y'all doing, fellas and ladies and gentlemen? Glad to be back. Let's chop it up.
Let's do that. Let's do that right now. We got, let's see what we got on the docket right now. We just saw the Miami Heat take out the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta made a strong comeback at the end there. You and I were chatting before we went on air, and you even said you were feeling the Hawks in running when they were down. Well, they were down in the game at like 15, weren't they?
Yeah. So I mean, I was definitely
telling you, NBA, that's the way to play it. In running lines.
I was definitely taking the Hawks with the points. Even from the beginning, I was liking the Hawks.
You said that. We would have
Jimmy
been on air
playing.
early. I hope people were on that. I hope our listeners were on that.
Yeah, Jimmy wasn't playing tonight, so I figured that Atlanta.
But it wasn't looking good. But, they showed some fight. Elimination game. You got to show some fight in the last couple minutes, and that's exactly
it. Yeah, well, they showed a lot. They showed more fight than
some
other team that we could talk about.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We could actually get into that right now. Well, we got another good one. Before we do talk about that, I got my eyes right now on in this series that's tied 2-2. Minnesota is at Memphis, and it is about to be a 1-point game with 2 minutes, 1 second left. Ja Morant is at the line, and I'll tell you right now, he hit the free throw. So 103-102, 2 minutes in a game that will probably decide the series. Because they got to go back to Minnesota.
This game is going to be the winner of this series. You're saying that, right?
It's got to go back to Minnesota, and I don't see Memphis taking that next game. And Minnesota just hit a three-pointer, as I said that.
I don't know. I like I said, our last episode, I'm riding with Minnesota. I mean, with Memphis.
I mean, Memphis is favored, so maybe they do got it in them to take a road game. But they got to win 2 in a row, so that's, in this series, that looks like it's going to be a tough test.
They definitely can do it.
It would be interesting to see, now that you're saying that, is it would be interesting to see if Memphis were to lose this game, what you could get them on the series. The series price would have to be pretty nice.
I'd say this has been a great series. To me, this has been the best series so far. This playoffs. So the NBA probably want to see 7 games.
What if the game that's coming up, about to tip off, what about if the Pelicans win this game in Phoenix? That gets interesting.
Is Book coming
Pelicans
back today?
6.5. No, Book's out for 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks?
That old Kardashian curse got him.
The Kardashian curse strikes again. 3 to 4 weeks, buddy.
3 to 4
My
weeks.
good. The same thing happened last year with them when Chris Paul, they was looking good and Chris Paul got hurt. And that kind of, oh man. I'm pulling for Monty. Monty's a local guy here at DC DMV, so I'm pulling for Monty. Monty Williams, so pulling for him.
And Ja Morant just knocked down a 3-pointer to give Memphis a 1-point lead with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go.
As I said before we came on,
I gotta start pulling up these in runnings, man. There's some opportunities knocking.
As I said, Memphis will win this game. Memphis is going to win this game, buddy.
Before that shot, you could have got a nice money line.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. I'm slacking here. I shut it off.
That's cool. But
my in running for a second. But I know that's what people are tuning in for. And I'd like to remind everybody, depending on how you're listening to the show, if you're doing audio only on MixLR, you probably got like a 4-second delay. And if you're watching on YouTube, I gotta say you got probably about a 10-second delay. Makes a big difference when you're trying to play in running, unless they're at commercial, which they are.
Let's talk about the big cat.
In running right now, Memphis minus 179 on the money line, and Minnesota plus 139. And it's basically this is the possession right here with 1 minute left.
Yeah, the big cat is actually becoming a big cat. He was a pussy cat this last couple of years, but he's a big cat this series. Maybe he got the right teammates to bring it out of him. Back when Jimmy Buckets was there, he was a pussy cat. He wasn't a big cat.
Speaking of pussy cats, Kyrie Irving.
Ooh, I do it.
I was on him last week.
Yeah,
you were being nice.
Yeah. I still had a little faith in him, because the last game, I still thought that they should have won it, and he had a pretty good game. But he hasn't had a good game since that first game, so he has something to think about it. But he wasn't the problem. You blame him, but
what did he say in the press conference? Oh, we had a lot of distractions.
He had a lot of distractions.
You were probably the number one distraction there, buddy.
He was, but if it was a one, it was definitely a 1A.
Closet Duke fan? What's going on with this Kyrie thing? Like, you used to be sticking up for this dude.
Listen what I'm saying. If he wasn't, it was definitely a 1A, and that's soft as butter. Mr. Runway. Mr. Runway was Mr. Fashion Show was definitely a distraction of the team. Now, if they were up 3-1, he would have played. I think he didn't play because they were down. That's my opinion.
You talking about Mr. Simmons?
I'm talking about Mr. Fashion Runway.
Yeah, he's not street clothes Simmons. He's fashion clothes Simmons.
Fashionista Simmons, Mr. Gucci down to the socks, man, but don't want to dribble a ball, Mr. Give me 20 million, but I'm just going to dress like I'm going to a fashion show every day.
And Minnesota screwed up their last possession, so
yeah.
Morant's at the line again with a 1-point lead. And he hits the first, and if he hits the second, they're going to be up 3, and there's only 8.2 seconds left.
So you're faster than I am.
And the Yankees just hit a home run. We keep you posted here.
Yeah,
Yankees just hit a solo shot, Aaron Judge, to take a 11-8 lead in that one. I hope you folks had the over there because
Detroit just hit a home run. Top of the 8th over
what are you looking
Minnesota.
at in baseball tonight? I know you be playing the baseball games.
I love baseball. Baseball is where the money is, man. And you know what I say. I go where the money resides, where the money resides. Hey,
you doing total? How you doing that? Totals? You doing?
I just do money lines or spreads.
Right.
You told me I need to get in and start getting in on the totals, but I just do money lines and spreads.
Well, look at this Yankee total. I mean, I think the total was 10
but you
and
know
a half.
what? Most of the games have been going over this year, buddy.
Yeah.
Most of the games have been going over. I mean, that's a good thing for baseball because unless you're really a baseball fan, you don't want to see a 1-0 game. You want to see scores.
If you got the under, you want to see a 1-0 game.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, far as the excitement of the game, you want to see
What's your
some
take on
scores.
if you have a perfect game going on in the 7th inning and you take the pitcher out?
That's I've s-
That's
that's
just what they do now.
I would say that happened
Paying
last year in
too.
the World
No, that had
Series.
just happened a week ago with Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, see, and it changes the whole
He got a
aspect of the
pitch count
game.
he's following.
Yes, yeah, you never, well, I just say like
Coming
this,
off an
man. Like I said,
injury. Yeah.
I'm a home team fan, and my Nationals are Gabi this year so far. Gabi.
Yeah, I don't see them doing anything. Well,
Nah,
let's
we
take our
rebuilt.
audience for those that don't have or might be streaming online because you get a big delay. Minnesota's about to throw this ball in with 8.2. You cannot play this game at the moment.
Yeah,
They
that's
take the
locked.
they locked it up,
Yeah, that's locked.
and they're going to try this 3-pointer here, and it's good. It's
What?
good. That's about to be unlocked. 109.
Mm,
3.7 on the clock. Corner 3
mm,
by Edwards.
mm. Edwards is a stone cold killer, man. He's a stone cold killer this year.
And we
He's
got another
definitely.
game that's about to tip off, just tipped off. The Phoenix Suns at home against the Pelicans. That's another series that's at 2-2. And Phoenix 6.5-point faves. And what do you got? What do you got coming into the game on that?
Coming into the game, what we got? I think the 6.5.
Yeah, it's 6.5.
6.5. So who you got on this game? If you had to pick one time, who you got?
Something tells me the Pelicans are going to at least cover this game. They're going to give them hell this game.
Hmm.
You can't
I'm gonna
agree?
go with a player prop.
What's that?
Player prop. I'm gonna go with CP3 25.
That would definitely be over whatever his number was at.
I'm gonna give him 25 tonight. He needs it.
Well, that
Another
game's
player
just
prop.
starting. He needs it. He
Ooh, the
does need it.
Yankees just crushed one more.
Did they?
N-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it hit the
home
foul
run.
pole. It hit the foul
Home
pole.
run. Solo home run. Judd.
No,
So
Judge already had hit one. The net, I took my eyes off it, but they just hit another one
yeah,
back to back.
yeah, yeah. That's
Hit the foul pole. That's your
yeah,
Orioles, man. Your backup
that's not
team.
my
That's
Orioles.
your backup DMV team.
No, no, no.
No.
I am a national
Yeah,
Washington national
our
fan.
listeners got to remember that
Yeah. See, Baltimore is
Dion doesn't
Baltimore.
mess with the Ravens. Dion doesn't mess with the Orioles.
I don't
But
anything Baltimore.
who was your baseball team before the Nats came back though?
It
That's
was
what I want to
Orioles.
know. Yeah,
It was the Orioles.
yeah. So as much as DC natives say like they don't mess with, you
I
did
mean,
mess
because
with
that's the closest baseball team we had. So I went with them.
Cal Ripken
But
guy.
I didn't like the way Angelo tried to keep us hostage and he went to the commissioner talking about only way he would let them come if he had the rights to the TV and everything. And he had the rights for like the first 10 years. He was getting paid off the Nationals for like the first 10 years, man. Keeping us hostage. And I didn't like that. And I don't like the Ravens because Harbaugh said he was coming down 295 to take all the Washington fans. Hey, nah, that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. We don't
I
even
don't
like
know.
Baltimore.
Are there Washington fans anymore? They just be taking out seats every year.
I mean, yeah, it's still Washington fans. Yeah, I'm still one. Well, they have one. That's
You say
me.
you don't care what the name is.
I don't call him whatever that name is that they call him now. I don't call him that. I refuse to even speak it. I refuse to even speak it. I don't call him that name. They will always be either the Redskins or the Washington football team. Grizzlies won.
Oh, what happened?
111,
I didn't check it out. I missed the last
111,
play talking to
109.
you. I have to rewind
111,
this.
109. Grizzlies.
Let's see who hit that last shot. They went right to
But
the
the
Phoenix.
Grizzlies
I
didn't
looked up and I see the Phoenix game. Oh, it was Morant. It was
but the
Morant.
Grizzlies didn't cover.
course they didn't cover. Yeah, the listeners out there that took the Grizzlies were praying for OT. Oh, Morant went straight to the hole.
Straight
hit a
to
layup.
the bucket.
Yep.
Straight to the bucket.
Straight to the
1 second
bucket,
left.
underhand scoop.
Okay, this is a question I have for you.
So that series is done.
This is a question I have for you. Now, do you think Morant deserved most of improved player, or do you think Poole should have got it?
I don't. I think Morant was good last year, so most improved doesn't
Poole.
really work for Morant.
Yeah. I saw an argument on social media.
You probably gave it to Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, no, not me. But I say only reason I stuck up for Kyrie, I'm really not a Kyrie fan. I just stuck up because I thought he still had a good game. Game one, but I saw the argument that since
you
Morant
really had to reach there and find that game. He's supposed to have a good game every game, by the way.
I mean, but they were saying since Morant was a number 2 pick, that he shouldn't have got a most improved player because he's supposed to be good being a number 2 pick. But I'm just saying like this, that's good for the NBA that their 1, 2, 3 are not bust. Because, it's been some years. The 1, 2, 3, 4 has been bust. I mean, we go back to, what was the guy's name? What did he play for? UNLV and got drafted by Cleveland? Dang, what was his name? He was the number 1 overall. He was a bum. Remember that guy?
Cleveland's had too many bums for me to remember that.
Yeah.
UNLV.
Yeah, I forgot his name, man. He's such a bum.
I don't remember UNLV getting a top pick since Larry Johnson, but grandmama.
Old grandmama. Oh, this is a question I have for you. Zion Williams. Now, if you have
likes to eat,
yeah, right. But if you have such a bad foot, how are you doing 360 windmills in pregame, but you can't play?
That's just sports, man. I've been seeing that forever.
I think these young cats, man, they soft
take
as
a lot
butter.
of games off, man.
They soft as butter, man. You know what I'm saying? These
and I
new
think
kids,
some
man.
of it has to do with the medical clearance has changed too. So, anyway, Antoine here with Dion. You're listening to NYC to DC Sports. We got a phone line 917-477-7737 if you want to check in with us. And we're just taking you through live action. We got some baseball going on. In addition to this Phoenix Suns game, Suns out to a 4-point lead early. I somehow missed Ja Morant hit a buzzer beater to, for all intents and purposes, take out the Minnesota Timberwolves. T-Wolves will fight, though. I think they'll take this to a Game 7.
Yeah, I told you, man. NBA wants a Game 7. Woo!
We got the Red Sox.
Lost.
We got the Red Sox. Yeah, but Capitals are playoffs, right?
They're a playoff team,
so
but they still lost 4-1.
Is it going to mess up their seeding?
Islanders.
I mean, we're in the last couple of days of the NHL. I know you like to get down on NHL, but
I love NHL.
I don't think I would mess with the last couple of days of the season.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, wait till
really
next week.
Them.
The playoffs are jumping.
Yeah, I don't really get down with betting the last. I mean, I still follow the sport though.
Right. So we got the Red Sox up on your Blue Jays 5-3. That's in the ninth. Royals 6-0. A lot of unders here. Besides this Yankees.
Yeah, that's
12,
surprising.
8, top of the ninth.
Surprising. Let me see.
Tigers and Twins 4-3 in the 8th. Tigers are up. Mets up on the Cards 2-0 in the 7th. That's going to be another under.
Ooh.
Astros Rangers 5-1 in the 7th. That's looking like another under. Angels 3, Cleveland 0 in the 4th. Doyers, LA Dodgers up 3-0 on the Diamondbacks in the 3rd. That's not shocking.
Atlanta 3-1 to the Cubs.
Well, that's a final. Checking out for some live.
Okay, some live action.
And then
live action.
The Giants are up on the A's 2-0 in the 3rd.
Yeah, I had the Giants money line on that one for sure.
Well, Dion, I told him he's got to start tweeting his baseball picks because it seems like he's on a little bit of a heater.
Yeah, man.
And then
Baseball is kind of my thing.
I know you were scoping out tomorrow's action a little bit later in the
Hmm.
show. You can tell us what
Yeah,
your thoughts are there. So
I like to wait till a lot of the games are over, so I can so before the
yeah, but
show's
if there's
over,
any sport
I
where what happened last night's got nothing to do with the next day, it's baseball.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. But I see,
unless a team's really on a run.
right. I mean, I got some heaters like some like short shots for right now. I could say like if you were to bet on baseball, the teams that you shouldn't bet on right now are the Reds, the Phillies, the Nats, the White Sox, the Braves, even though they win it tonight, Kansas City, and Detroit. Those are the don'ts. The do's are the Rockies. They're doing good. Oakland, Mets, Giants, Cards, Mariners. Those are the do's. So those are the hot teams as of right now. But my Blue Jays has
Yeah.
just tied it up in the bottom of the ninth, 5-5. And I got the Blue Jays
That
money line
well,
tonight.
if you'd have told us 2 minutes ago, we could have been playing that in running. You know, they were tied again, 2.5
Yeah, that'd have
runs.
been a nice one right there.
But bottom of the ninth, what they had to hit a home run.
Yeah, bottom of the ninth, buddy. 5-5, buddy. I was scared, man, because I had them. I'm looking at my notes. I'm like, oh my goodness.
You could still get on them. They're gonna put the line back up now that they're gonna be, tied
Yeah.
up.
He got the home run jacket on. Okay, I see you.
Was it
Yeah, you was
was it
joking me
Vladdy?
last.
Was it
You was
Vladdy?
joking me last week with my Toronto hat, man. You was joking me last week.
Springer homered.
Yeah, Springer. That was Springer. Yeah, I had to switch up my hats to the Dodgers because you didn't, you had
Yeah,
something to
Dion.
say
For
about 'em.
those that are on YouTube, has got a DC. Dion's got a Doyer hat on at the moment.
Hey,
You got
next
all
week,
the
look out!
teams or something?
I will have a national hat on next week or Thursday. I'll have a national hat. If we come on Thursday, I'll have a national hat on.
We might have some games to talk about on Thursday. Right now,
Yes, sir.
Phoenix Suns up 16-11. Now, you got any
Mm.
thoughts on this? You don't like this Phoenix Suns game, it seems. They're now 7.5-point favorites. Is there a number that you're eyeing that you think would be good?
If I could get it I would jump on.
I'd jump on the Pelicans if this thing gets up above 10.
I would jump on Phoenix at 5. Jump on Phoenix at 5.
Five
I
and a
don't
half.
think. Yeah, 5.5.
All right.
5.5, 4.5. I would jump on 4.5. I'm all in. 4.5. I'm all in for sure.
All
Four and a
right.
half.
Well,
I'm all in.
we're rocking on NYC to DC Sports. And we are live. And you can call us 917-477-7737. I got to ask you, have you been messing with USFL yet?
I told you I have not. I'm too scared, man. You know what they say. If you're scared, call the police. So I got 911 on speed dial. I'm scared of that one, buddy. I got 911. Somebody give me the number to 911 because I am not jumping on USFL right now.
Well, I saw a report today that the ratings did better than the NHL, but I don't know if that's good or
Really?
bad. I
I
don't know
mean, the
what that
NHL's
means.
the last week of the game. I mean, come on, man. Listen.
I'll
They
tell you,
say
in the
baseball is
stands,
American sports, but football is definitely American sport.
in the
They will watch
stands,
any football.
listen, in the stands, no one's there. I saw there was some people there for the Birmingham game because they're playing all the games in Birmingham.
Yeah. So
But I bet they probably got some season ticket holders, right?
that was probably later in the day. That's
Well,
probably why you
no, I
got.
think they probably have a few Birmingham season ticket holders because people in Alabama love basketball.
Yeah, yeah. So they
But
just probably was waiting for Birmingham to play before they came to
every
show up.
other game, it was completely like bleachers.
Zero zilch, huh?
So it'll be interesting to see if that league comes
Mm,
back next year.
mm. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Is it crazy? Think about all the leagues that failed. Football's a
Yeah,
tough one.
I think we was talking the other day on the phone. It's hard to compete with the NFL. Even though they're playing in a different time of the year, it's no league that you will be able to form that will be able to get anywhere near the ratings that the NFL gets as far as football. It's not going to happen.
Well,
It's not
that's
going
an
to happen.
unfair. I don't think anyone's trying to reach that level. I think just somebody's trying to come up with a secondary league.
It's not even. It's not even secondary, buddy. It's like people would rather watch college football than they would rather see XFL or USFL deal. I
Well,
mean,
they
I
they
mean,
think
since it's the
betting they
Rock, I
think
mean, I like the
betting is
Rock,
going
so
to
I'm
be
pulling for him.
the answer though. You know,
Say it again.
they think betting is going to be the answer.
Maybe, maybe next year. But I think really, I think they had a little movement going, and then when the pandemic happened, and then they like lost a year. I think because actually I used to watch the other games. That first year they came on, and then the pandemic happened, and then they didn't have it. So I think it kind of started like that's like our show right here. We started all the way back up. You know what I mean? You have to
Well, they
build
say
some little
that the
momentum.
AAF definitely was a victim of some sorts to the pandemic, but
Right.
I don't know. I was enjoying watching it. I like
I
the
mean,
idea. I like the idea of 365 outdoor football.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't get enough football. I mean, a football fan, you can't get enough football, for sure.
So I was
For
watching.
sure.
I caught the Birmingham game against the Houston Gamblers, which is the best team name in all of sports. Always
Yeah.
has been. Always has been. Shout out to
Nah,
Jim Kelly and
I
Ricky Sanders.
I thought the Washington Generals was the best name.
Washington Federals.
It was the Generals.
New Jersey's the Generals, and they're
Really?
back. Yeah, Washington
Back in the day,
Federals.
they were the
Washington
Federal.
Federals, worst team ever.
It was the Federal. I thought it was the
It was the
Generals, man.
Federals. Look it up.
Oh, okay.
I'll teach you
We have
about
to look that
DC
one up.
sports.
Hey, what's the end game right now
Wait a
with
second.
the Suns?
7.5.
Mm.
Seven and a
It's,
half, and it's a 23-18 game, so
mm,
it's right where it should be.
mm,
You cheated yourself a point if you got in before the game and you took the
mm,
dog, or maybe you got
mm.
yourself a point. 917-477-7737. We're live. It is a sports night. I think next week will be better because I know you're going to be talking some hockey playoffs.
Yes, indeed.
So looking at tomorrow's baseball slate, give us some picks, man.
All right, tomorrow, who we got?
Come on.
Well, the
That's what the
first
people
game
come
we
here for.
first game we got Cardinals Mets. I'm going with the Cards.
Well, you
And
going
the
to give us
Mets,
every single game?
huh?
You going to give us every single game, or you going to give us your
I'm gonna
best
give you every
ones?
single game.
Well, you got to at least tell us what you like the most.
Well,
Cardinals, Mets.
okay.
So
Well,
yeah, you get the
I'm gonna give
card.
you all the games.
You get the
All right. Well, I'm
Cards
gonna
of
give you.
plus
What I like the
102.
most right now. I like the Yankees. The Yankees, Orioles. I'll take the Yankees. Cards,
What you
Mets. I'll
wait? What do
take.
you got to pay on that? That's minus 246.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying who I like. I mean,
All right, you could play these how
but
you
I'm gonna
want.
take.
That'd probably be
But I'm.
something you want to parlay up to something else
Yeah. But what I'm saying is for the
at that
Yankees, though, I'm
price.
taking them. I'm taking them minus 1.5.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking.
These,
That's a
yeah,
minus
these
120.
run lines. Yes, that's what
Well, I'll tell you
I'm.
what. Who's trying to? Who do you think's trying to mess up the Yankees minus 1.5 right now? Arondis Chapman on the mound. Two guys on. Two guys on for the O's. They're
Hey,
down
listen,
12.
he
They're
got
still
his
down 12-8, but he's got an 0-2 count going on the last 2 outs. Last
yeah, it's
strike.
2 outs, man. So
He
yeah,
always makes he
he's
always
got
makes it
this one.
interesting though. That's the thing when you're talking Yankees mind, and if he pitches again tomorrow, you never know what you're gonna get with this guy. Trust me.
But you know what? They actually let the O's come back because they were up pretty big.
Yeah, they were.
They were up pretty big. So,
Over under in tomorrow's is only 8.
mm, well, he's definitely no Rivera, though. I tell you that.
Yeah,
As
who
far as
is?
being a closer, but yeah, I take the Cards run line. I'll
Yeah,
take
that's well.
the Dodgers.
The Cards
Take,
run line plus 1.5 is minus 168.
hmm I take Dodgers run line.
Okay. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, -1.5. Urias on the mound.
Yep. I'll take Padres 1.5
That's all right.
and Yankees 1.5.
Okay. So
And
Cards,
hold on.
Doyers, Yankees, and
And Blue
Pods.
Jays.
Who the Blue Jays
No,
got?
yeah, Blue Jays and Braves. That's it. Those the ones. That's what I got. All run lines.
Wow. Blue Jays run line is +142 against the Sox.
Got you.
And you said the Braves. What do we got there?
Yeah.
That run line's
Braves.
-108 against the Cubs.
Yeah. All run lines. Hey, I'm all going all run
And you're
lines.
not breaking down totals.
Nope.
All right.
Totals is your game. That's your bag. I'm a
I'd
I'm
go
a run.
Yankees over 8 tomorrow. Yankees Orioles over 8 tomorrow.
Let me put that in the notes. You said Yankees over 8.
Yankees Orioles
Uh,
over 8 tomorrow.
uh,
You know Yankee
eh,
Stadium is like a little league park.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they're
I can see
starting to
that.
hit. It looks like they're starting to hit. So maybe get
Yeah, I
on
can
that
see that.
now. And they're around us. Struck him out.
Yeah. See,
Game
you spoke
over.
too fast. Spoke too fast.
So the Yankees
Spoke.
win 12-8. 917-477-7737. Got Dion here with Antoine, and he's a big Kyrie guy. So if you want to talk about Kyrie, bring it.
Hey, I said one time. I stuck with him one time. One time only, buddy.
you
One time only.
you wouldn't even bash his comments last night.
Well, listen. Like I say, the biggest distraction that they had was soft as butter, Mr. Runway. I mean, all that double
I
dutching.
feel like
I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna
you
play. I'm
protect
not
your
gonna play.
DC guy Durant a lot too.
You know, I mean, a lot of people was bad down on Durant, but hey, he scored 38 last night, wasn't it?
No,
38 or
he gets his every night.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what can you do? You know what I mean? If I give you 38, what else? What else can you do? It's not his fault that he doesn't have nobody around him. The worst mistake that they did was when they waived what was the cat they waived late April? That's been around the league, the guy with all the tattoos, Johnson. Yeah, when they waived Johnson late in April, man, I mean that was a forward because they really didn't have any forwards to play. They had what's his name? Or Carrot Top, and Carrot Top, he's not the same.
But them
Blakey,
dumping Harden was the right move.
yeah, yeah. Hard's a head case, but they got rid of one head case for another head case.
Well, at least that one that they had would actually be a head case on a court rather than on a
Yeah, that's what I'm
sideline.
saying. Which one is the better two lesser evils? You know what I mean?
Right.
Which one is better? So I would have kept Harden this year, and they would just had to work it out. I think Harden tried to jump ship because he didn't know about Kyrie's situation this year, if he was gonna ever be able to play. So I think he jumped ship because of that.
Well, check
Which
this
is
out. The
I don't
Pelicans,
like.
sorry to interrupt, but the Pelicans just went to 11.5 because they're down
Mm,
12 right now.
mm,
Yep.
hmm,
Phoenix
hmm,
looks like they're coming to play because they've already got 30 and there's still a minute left in the first quarter.
yeah. See,
Over
let's tell
under
you
is
what happened.
215 right now.
It never fails. See, Book was out, so everybody put their monies on the Pelicans, and it always flipped. Never fails. Never fails, buddy. Never fails. It never fails. It's always like that.
Well, not only that, tonight I think we had two underdogs already cover. So in the NBA,
It never fails, buddy. I
it's
was
tough
actually
to
having
get
a
all three
conversation
dogs to
earlier
cover on
today
one
about
night.
that.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation earlier tonight about that. I was like, man, it seems to be whenever the money is tilted too heavy, go the other way. Go the other way. It could be coincidence or whatever, but
Well,
that's
I
what I've
never
been
like
saying.
playing with the public myself, so
Yeah. Mm. I like playing with the books because the books they always win. The books always win, buddy. They're not in it to lose money. They're in it to make money. So, you know what I mean? They got more money to
Oh, they
parlay than
didn't
the
build
public,
all
you
those
know?
casinos for nothing, right?
Exactly. They got more money to parlay than the public. So, you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna go with them, you
Well, you
know?
sometimes I know are a parlay better. I think those are
Uh,
the biggest sucker bets in the world.
hey, well, just
I
call
know you
me a
don't have to
sucker.
have a I know you don't have to have a good win percentage in order to
Yeah.
hit those, but
Well, you know what? Just pass me my
I'm
lollipops because I love
okay.
them.
But if you're playing baseball, I guess you pair a couple together. That's the way to go.
Yeah, yeah. And baseball, that's good money on a parlay. That's good money. That's good money.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out to see if you
That's good money.
if you can continue your baseball streak because
I'm just
we're
saying,
about to hit the dog days of summer once
if you just,
these NBA and hockey playoffs go down. And we got to
yeah,
look
if you
at some
just,
series prices for some of this. I know you've been following hockey, so next week's show we'll definitely be breaking down some of the series prices for you
mm,
on the NHL playoffs.
yeah. I mean, are you a hockey guy?
I know a little about it. I'll dabble, but nothing crazy. You
Who you
know.
got to win this
I
year?
mean, this year I haven't. I got to see what's out there. I think there's going to definitely be this year some teams coming out of nowhere. Probably some first round. One thing I do like about hockey is first round upsets are a lot more likely
Mm,
than any other sport.
I'm looking at Calvary this year, buddy.
Calgary, um, what seed they looking at right now?
I'm not sure, but I think,
I'll check it out for you.
yeah, I'm Calgary. Uh, I'm going to say Washington because I'm a Washington guy, so I'm going to say Washington and
Homer.
Ovi. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say Calvary and Washington. That's what I'm going with. Calvary and Washington.
Well, Calgary is the top team in the division, so they're going in with a high
Right.
seed. They're going to go in with a high seed.
Yeah.
Your Caps look like they're sneaking in to some degree.
Yeah, they are. They are.
All right, we'll keep an eye and
There,
see
you
where
gotta
they
be
got
in it to
first
win
round.
it. So maybe it'll be one of those
Your,
sneaky
your Caps might
first
have to
rounders.
actually end up playing the number one seed Florida Panthers.
Oh my good. Don't say Florida Panthers.
Uh, I take that back though. It looks like Panthers, as of right now, it looks like the Panthers are the number two seed.
Mm.
Um, Carolina Hurricanes are hanging on right now to the.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The Panthers are the number one seed. They've got it locked
Mm.
up.
Mm. Well, I'll leave that alone.
But it
I'll
looks
leave
like the
that.
Capitals can actually move up in the standings. So there are some things to play for in these last couple of days. I believe there's 3 days left in the NHL season.
Well, they just lost tonight, so that's not gonna
Yeah,
help.
that includes that loss though. They could
Oh
still
my goodness.
they could see. I know they're only a point behind the Penguins for the last seed.
No,
Yeah.
it was Coyotes and the Blues. And it was 5-3, and the over under was 6, and I was
Well,
scared. Jeez, called 911. I was scared of that one. Called 911
so
because
you
I
like
was.
totals in hockey then?
Oh yeah, I like totals on hockey. I like the totals on any time the Blues play. The St. Louis Blues, I'll take the over anytime. Anytime they play, I take the over.
All right. Well, we're gonna build a cadence here where we're gonna find out where you really come through, and we'll be giving you guys more picks. We'll be utilizing Twitter for the nights we're not on air on the picks, and we're also
Hmm.
gonna start keeping track of some win percentages because you can talk about I did this and did that all day long, but
Yeah,
the win
yeah.
percentages and we start documenting. We'll see if this man Dion gets replaced in a week or two.
Hey, let me tell you, man, they don't call me Sam Rothstein for nothing,
You
you
know me,
know.
I I pride myself in the NFL world, but there's not an NFL game for a long time. But I'll find
Yeah.
ways to come through for you.
It's like I'm a gambler, so I had to adapt. because it's no way that me being a gambler that I am, that I could wait till football season. So I had to really like start studying because I mean, I like all sports, but as far as gambling on sports, I really just started gambling on on hockey last year. Last year, I just started, but baseball, basketball, and football, I've been betting on them for years. But hockey, I just jumped on that because it's listening to this older cat that I was talking to at a brick and mortar. He put me on to it, so I was like, okay.
Hey, you got to tell your little parlays. Since we were speaking on parlays, I know last week we were going to try to get to it, but we just had too much other stuff to talk about. Your parlay story. So out there in the DMV, the only way you can legally gamble there is going to a brick and mortar window, so to speak. I guess they have kiosks too, but whatever.
Yeah,
You
it's a
have to
kiosk,
physically.
but
You
it has
have
to
to
be.
physically
It's not
go.
online.
Yeah, you cannot do still to today, right?
Still to the day, the governor has it
Hasn't
handcuffed
approved
until football.
betting from your
Yeah,
phone.
you know.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
So with that being said, though, you got to talk on what had happened to you betting at a
Okay,
window on a pretty
all
large
right.
parlay for not much money that you probably thought was a
Listen,
shot in the dark.
listen. I don't like to play the race card. Okay, I don't like to play the race card.
Why you
First
got?
of
Why
all,
do you
let's
got to
just say
open
that
it? Why do you got to open it with that?
because
I
I
mean,
don't like to play the race
the
card, but I'm
story
going to play
alone,
it this
like
day.
you can culminate to that being the
Okay,
main
all
thing,
right,
but
okay,
like
okay.
you gotta
So
just tell the story first.
it was the first day that Maryland could actually take a sports bet.
Really,
The
you didn't tell me
first
that part
day,
of the story, so you were like, this was opening.
the opening day of sports betting in the state of Maryland.
I didn't know that part of the story. This is getting better.
The first day ever. So I drive to Maryland Live to put in this bet. It's on a Friday. The Friday was the first day. The first person to put in a bet was Governor Hogan. He was the first one. He bet the Ravens in Washington go to the Super Bowl. No, idiot bet, but anyway, he bet that. So I go up there and I bet. I don't remember the basketball games, but all these
That's
was
fine. It
Friday.
doesn't matter. We don't have to talk about all the winners, but
Okay, so anyway, it was
it
it,
was
it
a
was a three
Friday. It
game
was a Friday.
on a Friday. It was on a Friday. It was a 3-game parlay, and I bet a 3-game parlay for 150. Paid $900, right?
I'm glad
So
you didn't put more than 150 on a 3-game parlay. By the way,
you say you wouldn't put more than
no,
150?
I'm saying yeah. I'm glad you didn't. You
Oh, I mean,
shouldn't put
because
more
it
than
was
that.
a short shotter. It was
That's a
a
good.
short
Yeah.
shotter.
Yep.
It was a short shotter. It was a short shot,
All
and I
right.
knew I was going to win. So I put 150 on a 3-game parlay. It was 2 basketball games and 1 hockey game. So
All
I
played
go up
on
to
Friday.
all playing on Friday. So I go up to up to the window and I tell him whatever basketball game it was, the 2 basketball games, and I said, and the Panthers, which was a hockey game, which was a hockey game. So he says, look at the screen. He says, everything right? I look at the screen. I see Panthers. I was actually in a rush. So I seen Panthers. I work from home. So I think I went up there for lunchtime. And you know what I mean? They tried to just go ahead and put that in and run back, back to my computer. So I go and put in the Panthers. I see Panthers. I think, okay, yeah, the Panthers, yeah, it's good. Print it out. I leave. That night I'm watching the basketball games. I'm like, yeah, boom, they won. And I watched the hockey game. Florida Panthers win. So I'm looking, I'm about to go up there to cash, get my 900. And I look, and the guy put the Carolina Panthers instead of the Florida Panthers, buddy. Conyo!
And the game, obviously the Carolina Panthers aren't playing until Sunday.
Right. So the Florida Panthers played that Friday. Carolina Panthers didn't play till Sunday football game.
Should have
So
checked your
me,
ticket,
I'm
man.
thinking, he looking at me, oh, this guy doesn't bet hockey. He must mean football. And put the freaking Carolina Panthers on there, buddy. So
Yeah, you're a
I'm
big
like,
Cam
oh
Newton
my
guy.
God.
You were probably wearing like one of those funny hats or something that Cam Newton had
Man, I'm, I'm looking real hip hopish, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm looking hip hopish. So he's like, "It's no way this guy watches hockey. He must made a mistake. Yeah, he likes Cam Newton. Yeah, I'm gonna put
So at what
Carolina.
point? So you tried to cash the ticket, and then you realized
No,
you're.
I looked at the ticket.
Oh, okay, but
I
this
was
was before Sunday's game.
this was Friday night because I was going
Yeah.
up there to cash it out.
Yep.
But then when I looked at it to cash it out, I'm like, this fucker put the Carolina Panthers on here. I'm like,
So rather
why?
than trying to
Why?
hedge your bet, you decided to write it out.
I just said,
Might be meant
I'm
to
just
be,
yeah. I was like, well, hey,
even though you already won it.
I
That's
already won
never a
it,
good
man.
sign. It's hard.
It must be
Hard to.
meant to be.
It's really hard to win a ticket twice, by the way,
But and then
because that
Carolina was
suddenly
up
is a
like
14 parlay, and you're not getting the same value.
Carolina was up 7-0 like in the first quarter, and then end up getting blown out like 24-7. I said, man. But ever since then, when I go up there, I go to the kiosk myself. I don't.
Well, the
'Cause if
thing is,
somebody's
you're
gonna make
supposed
a
to give
mistake,
them
it's
a
gonna be me.
3-digit number to pick the teams. I mean, that's how they do it in
Yeah,
Vegas. They won't
yeah,
let you just say Panthers.
yeah. But this was the first day, so
Yeah.
I guess they just was getting as much money as they could, and they wasn't really,
They
you
just
know.
were profiling, like, all right, if it's a white guy, we'll give him the Florida Panthers. If it's a
Yeah.
black guy, we got to
Yeah.
give him the
See, I
Carolina
said, all
Panthers.
right, man. I should have had if I'd have took my buddy Chad with me. Chad would have got he would have got the Panthers, but Florida Panthers just didn't,
Yeah, it
just
wasn't available for you.
right. Since I was looking like Nook and them, he gave me Carolina.
Well, what's even funnier is if you would have been like, hey, I got the Flames. Like, there's nothing,
Yeah,
that you can fall
yeah,
back
that's
on.
what I'm saying. I
You
mean,
just
I
had
guess
the bad luck of taking one of those teams that
that
had the
has,
double name.
bruh, I couldn't believe it, bruh. So yeah, last week I had a parlay story, and this week I had a parlay story. So I guess you're right. Those parlays are a little cursed, but I gotta love them, man. Gotta love them, man. It keeps me interested, man. Cause like I say, I don't watch
Well,
sports
again,
unless
if
I
you're
got
playing
money.
baseball, it's tough to play just straight games because,
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like baseball, you're more inclined to go on like little hot streaks. So,
Mhm.
if you get a game right in a day, yeah, you might get 3
Yeah.
or 4 of them right in a day.
Hey, what's my guy's name? What was the character's name in Uncut Gem? Remember his name?
Adam
Morty.
Sandler's character,
Yeah, was it Marty? Marty?
I think it was Marty, yeah.
Yeah, Marty. Just call me Marty because he always did parlays. So hey,
Yeah, he did.
I know you don't like him,
That's
but
how
I
he
love
got
him.
into trouble, and then he had to come
Yeah,
bounce back on a straight bet.
yeah, but when he what he hit on? When he hit, and the girl went to go pick up that money, it was a parlay. You know what I mean? Too bad he didn't get to see the money. Too bad he didn't get to see the money. Yeah, but I mean, especially if you're doing prop bets, though. I mean, parlays are good to go when you're doing
Yeah, I
prop
gotta
bet.
say, I haven't messed with too much props. I know a lot of people playing NBA right now are on those props.
Mhm.
Points scored,
Yeah,
3-pointers made. I
right.
have taken that. That's kind of a fun one, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
won't pair them
assists,
up.
rebounds, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you got like a Capella, I mean, he's good for an 8. You know what I mean? A game. So you can do a Capella at 8. You could do a Braun at 25.
Well, that
You know what I
reminds me.
mean?
Earlier in the show, you said take Chris Paul over points.
Uh-oh.
We got to see what he's at right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
gonna look. Yeah.
they got 38 points in the bag right now, and there's still 8 minutes in the second quarter. And Chris Paul has 14.
I told you.
Wow.
I told you, buddy. I told you.
All
They
right.
don't call me Sam Rothstein
Yeah.
for nothing.
We'll bring Dion back definitely for next week. You want a trial period. You got to bring us the winners. I'm just messing
I'm
with you.
trying to tell you, they
No, I
don't
know.
call me Sammy for nothing. Sammy Ross. Sammy Ross.
All right.
So
All right.
what's going on with the Twins? I'm looking. Did I miss something?
Minnesota
that,
Twins. What?
Was that a game winner?
It looks like the Minnesota Twins game is over.
Yeah, I'm just looking at. Is this a highlight? It's coming on the screen. They just scored.
Yeah, the Twins won 5-4.
Yeah, walk off. Yeah.
Walk off. Was it a home run?
Oh my goodness, and he missed the catch though, buddy. The outfielder
Oh
missed
yeah,
the
it was
catch.
an error.
Yeah, he
Yep.
missed the catch.
Scored 2 runs on a single to deep right.
Oh no, did you see that?
Throwing error.
Oh my God. So the guy missed the catch. They threw the ball home, and the daggone
On
catcher
the last
threw
out
the
of the
ball.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, he threw the ball over the third baseman because they caught the runners in the bases.
Well, last play of the game. That's not a way to go out if you guys were on the Tigers.
Wow.
Well, before we wrap it up here, I just wanted to say you can get the Pelicans right now 11.5. And I do like that.
That's a good bet. That's a good bet. Wow. And you know what? I picked the Twins and they was going to lose, but at the last second, they won. I had the Twins money line. Sammy Ross. Sammy Ross strikes again.
All right, D. We're going to make sure you follow at Stream 35 Radio. We'll be posting Dion's baseball plays daily and NBA playoffs. We're going to try to get back on Thursday because I know some people appreciate having some live activity, something to listen to when you're looking at the live game. Of course, tonight, light night. And, we should try to get on a little earlier once we get in the swing of things, too. So I know this is just West Coast hour.
Right.
Sun's up 12. Still second quarter, though, so we know that doesn't mean anything.
So what time we going to jump on Thursday? Let's give the listeners a little heads up.
Tell the listeners right now, I know Thursday is going to be a good slate of games. We'll try to get on like around 8 Eastern so you guys can take advantage of some in-runnings. Trying to get Dion more in these in-runnings. I mean, I'm telling you, basketball is the way to go.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to Sammy Ross this baseball for a little while.
No, you're our baseball guy right now. Everything you told me in baseball has been hit.
Hockey. Next week, hockey. So I'll be good for baseball and hockey.
So if you got to pick one baseball for tomorrow, what is it? Out of all those games we were talking
tomorrow,
about. Number one pick.
Brewers run line.
You didn't even give us Brewers.
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, Brewers run line.
I thought you said Braves.
I said Braves and the Brewers run line.
All right. Brewers is your number one?
Number one.
Brewers,
number
Pittsburgh.
One.
-1.5.
Brewers, Pittsburgh. I got Brewers -1.5. Run
Plus
line.
102 right now. Hit it.
Mm-hmm. Get that money.
All right,
Clock
man.
'em.
I'm Antoine for Dion. We're going to catch you in a couple days. Thanks for tuning in to NYC to DC Sports Live, Stream 35 Radio. We'll catch you next week. Peace.